Hey everyone, this is NHL Hockey News Sports, and welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the Habs and the Leafs. Of course, the Habs at home for not home, but the Leafs are at home against the Habs here at Scotiabank Arena. And yeah, first game of the season, home opener here for the Leafs. The Habs do not have a home opener for a little. I don't know how long. I'll go check. But both of these teams are playing back to back. Montreal's playing the Sabres tomorrow, and the Leafs are playing the Senators tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Actually, Saturday is the Habs season opener against the Rangers. That's an interesting one, for sure. So let's get into it. So let's get into these lineups. Of course, I'll put the record and all that after this, game starts because we don't know the record yet. Right now it's 0-0 for both teams. So after this, we'll see who wins, loses, or maybe even OT, which is very possible. Could happen tonight. So let's get into the lineups for the Montreal Canadiens. You have Tyler Toffoli, Nick Suzuki, who just signed that 8-year, $7.8 million contract. He'll be with the Habs, or locked up with the Habs, until 30 years old, which that's what the Habs want. They know this guy's going to be really solid. He is already solid. If he can continue to be on that track of becoming that Petit Bergeron, which he is, then this contract is going to be absolutely one of the best contracts out there. It's going to be like, wow, 7 million only? This guy could have got more. Really, that's how it's going to go. When they start to gain money again, the cap starts going back up. Let's say it goes to 90 million. Definitely it's going to look like a really cheap contract that Montreal just signed. And it looks like a bargain for Montreal, too. And you also have Cole Caulfield, your sniper on the right side. He's a rookie this year. I know he played a couple games during the season and during the playoffs, which he looked fantastic, but he wasn't a rookie then. This coming year he is, and he could win the Calder. There's a possibility he could. There's other guys out there for sure. On the second line, you have Jonathan Drouin, Christian Dvorak, Josh Anderson. They played really well in the preseason, doing really good together. Then on the third line, you have Yoel Armia, Jake Evans, Brendan Gallagher. Gallagher doesn't belong on the third line, but this shows how much depth the Montreal Canadiens have on the wing. Brendan Gallagher is a top 6 winger, but he's in the top 9 now because this team is stacked. This team has a lot of good wingers here, very good, and down the middle is not bad at all either. I don't know what people are concerned about, but I think it's pretty solid. And on the fourth line, you have Tuuli Lehkonen, Cedric Paquette, who's the newcomer, and also Perreault. So, for forwards who are newcomers, Perreault, Paquette, and Dvorak are newcomers, but definitely really nice to have those guys for sure. So looking at that top 6, so let's just look at the top 6, the first 2 lines there. You got the offense scoring line with, the all right shots there to Toffoli, Suzuki, Caulfield. Fantastic, just can't wait what they bring tonight. Definitely can be some good stuff. And you look at that second line, just that checking line, Drouin, Dvorak, Anderson. Dvorak will replace more of what Deneau does than Kakinemi, but Dvorak is a very solid player. Same style of hockey as Philippe Deneau, but Dvorak will get more points, more goals, more assists than Philippe Deneau does, but Dvorak wins faceoffs, great solid two-way center, and Montreal paid for it. First round pick, either of Carolina's or of Montreal, whichever is closer to the lottery pick. And then you have that third round pick of 2024 they gave up. So, very good. He's been really solid already. Getting to the net, screening the goalie. That's what you need. And take your eyes away from Jack Campbell tonight. You're doing great. On the fourth line, or go back to that third line, Gallagher, the hard worker, and even Evans wins the faceoffs fast. Great on the penalty kill. Same thing with Yoel Armia, very good penalty killer also. Holds on to the puck, really solid. Usually when he scores in bunches. I always notice that. I'm like, oh, he scored 2 tonight, and then you wait. Usually he gets injured during the season. Like last year, started really take things like, all right, here we go again. You're looking good, and then Tyler Miles just ran him over. That was crazy. He got a concussion. So, yeah, that's what happened. But, and then he was kind of slow after that. Even before that, what was it, 2 years ago in Boston, he broke his wrist or something. He was really good before then, and then it took him a while to get back into rhythm there. So hopefully he can kind of stay healthy the whole season. That would be very nice. That fourth line, hard-working, Artturi Lehkonen, he's always working all the time. Doesn't give up. Great penalty killer also. Very solid in that. Cedric Paquette, he's solid, center, fourth line option for us. Matteo Perreault can also play center. So either or you can have. Good to have Matteo Perreault in the lineup, French guy. Like Drouin, he's a French guy also. Matteo Perreault, David Savard on defense, the newcomer there. So nice to have that too. Paquette, he was with the little bit with the Senators, very little, and then he got traded to the Carolina Hurricanes after being with the Lightning. His career. So, the best his career has been at 17 points. Does he get there? Let's say he doesn't. I don't want to give him too much high hopes. Let's say he gets about 10 points, 10 to 15. I want to say my prediction is probably going to be like 12 points. I want to do it with 12, safe option. If he does more than that, I'm happy. I'm glad. So we'll see how that goes. Matteo Perreault, $900,000 contract. Who's a guy who's going to get more than Corey Perry. But he's not going to bring the leadership Corey Perry brings. Okay? Corey Perry, I miss him already with the Habs. I saw him play against the Lightning. I was like, oh, it's in the Lightning uniform. What he's doing now? But I was like, oh, great. His leadership will be missed. His goals and points will be compensated even more by Matteo Perreault for sure. So on defense, a little bit different. No Shea Weber on defense. Unfortunately, we don't have him. Who knows, a year or two or out for the rest of his career, right? We also have Joel Edmondson, who's out right now. A couple of weeks he'll be out. They said not getting worse, but not getting better. And then it was, no, not doing good. So he's still out. Edmondson's out. So we'll see how that is. But the defense pairings we have is Kulak-Petrie. Kulak always plays good with Petrie. And when they got Joel Edmondson, they put Edmondson with Petrie. And that's what they did because that's what you do, right? You get better defense. But Kulak always plays good with Petrie. Very responsible in his own end. Petrie, the right shot. Great on the power play. That's what you need. That shot from the point. He definitely brings that. He has a great shot, just like Shea Weber. Remember one of the years, Petrie had a better shot than Shea Weber in the Habs competition for the hardest shot. But I definitely think Weber has a better shot, or a harder shot. But Petrie's right up there for sure. On the second pairing, Sherratt and Savard in the preseason, this was... I didn't care for this. Sherratt and Savard trying to make up for Weber, but Savard, I don't know. I know it was one of the best contracts, 3.5 for 4 years. Absolutely. But, man, Savard and Sherratt, I don't know about that. I'd rather probably have Romanov and Savard. I don't know. We'll see how that goes tonight, but in the preseason, it didn't look the best. It was okay. It just... some mistakes, you don't want that. It's definitely against the first game of the season, and you got to play Buffalo tomorrow. On the third pairing, you have Alexander Romanov and Chris Weidman. Chris Weidman having about 40 points in the KHL, most points in the KHL last year. As a defenseman from the point, just absolutely doing great there. Preseason, played really solid on that second power play unit, moving the puck really well. The right shot from the point, passing around, moving the puck really well. That's what you got to do. Alex Burrow's power play strategy, the assistant coach to Dominic Ducharme, he is very good with moving the puck, telling the guys to move the puck, do that stuff. And Chris Weidman just fits right in there. Very good to have him. $750,000 for a year. Great bargain. Hopefully he does great. I hope the best for that. I think you have Jake Allen, no carry price, 30 days or more. He'll be out. So we'll see how that goes. He could be back in November. Let's see, maybe more like middle of November or even more, December, maybe the first of the year. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But Jake Allen, glad they were able to keep him. The whole Seattle expansion thing with Price waiving his no movement clause so he can be exposed, and they didn't pick him, so he kept Jake Allen. Imagine we gave up Jake Allen, who would we have? Sam Mountain and Kane Primo? That wouldn't be good enough. I like Kane Primo. Is going to be really solid one day. Maybe 1-2 tandem with Price. But he needs the experience. He's still getting that experience for sure, right? Don't push it. So this is going to be great. Top 4, great. I'm not too crazy about the Sherratt and Savard. I'd rather have Savard, Romanov, and then Sherratt, Weidman, because Savard is a shutdown guy. Romanov is the puck-moving guy, big hits, but puck-moving guy. Sherratt is that shutdown guy. Weidman is the shot from the point, the right shot, moves the puck. So I'd rather have that, but if it doesn't work out, they'll easily have to change it, right? So we'll see how that goes. Moving on to the Leafs, what we have tonight for the Leafs, first line, Nick Ritchie from Boston, newcomer there, John Tavares, and Mitchell Marner. Mitchell Marner right now is a game-time decision. We don't know if he's going to be playing tonight, so we'll see what happens. If he's out in warm-ups, going, and he's ready to go in the game, he will be in the game. If he's not, that's going to be interesting for them. We'll see how that turns out for them. So going on to the second line, Michael Bunting, Alexander Kerfoot, William Nylander, third line, Pierre Engvall, David Kempf, Andre Casse from Boston also, and on the fourth line, Michael Amadio, Jason Spencer, and Wayne Simmons. So that's what you have. Looking at the top 6, with Matthews, that bumps down Kerfoot to the third pairing, or to the third line, and probably Kempf to the wing, or out of the lineup, or maybe Amadio out of the lineup, you put Kemp to the wing or something like that. You could do, but Nick Ritchie, he's that sandpaper type of guy. Last year looked really solid with the Bruins, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes with Tavares and Marner. Tavares would probably be on with Bunting and Nylander usually, so it would probably be Ritchie, Matthews, and Marner, but it's different tonight. We'll see how that turns out for them. John Tavares, back in the lineup again here. So that's nice to have that. Mitch Marner, the playmaker guy. We'll see how he does. We'll see how Michael Bunting does, if he lives up to what he's been doing so far. What he did in the preseason with the hat trick. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Kerfoot, solid. Right shot by Nylander. Nylander always finds a way to score against the Habs. He might be on a drought, and then his drought would be over against the Habs. If you put the Habs 82 times a game, he would have probably 82 goals. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it for sure. He's always trying to score against the Habs. And usually the first or second goal of the game is definitely from William Nylander against the Habs. That third pairing, or the third line, I keep saying third pairing, but third line, Pierre Engvall. He was scoring. He was pretty good during the preseason. You have David Kempf and Casse, who gets injured, but he has definitely talent there. Andre Casse has talent. It just, the Ducks showed it, and then he was injured, injury. All that stuff, destroyed them. But then you have, hopefully he can stay healthy, show some of his talent that he has shown. Be really nice to see what he can do. And then you have Spencer signing another year. You have Simmons staying, so that's good too. Moving on to now the defense, you have is Morgan Riley, TJ Brody. Then you have Jake Muzzin, Justin Hall. And on the third pairing, Rasmus Sandin. And you have Travis Dermott. Very good there. You have Morgan Riley, Brody. Back and forth, that shutdown. Or that nice puck moving by both guys. Muzzin, he's a beast out there for sure. Takes a lot of minutes. Shuts down players. And you have Justin Hall. And then you have Rasmus Sandin and Travis Dermott. I don't care for the defense. The Leafs, I don't know. Riley should probably play more of a puck-moving guy so he can get the points and he can get more, but I don't know. Maybe not. It's just my opinion, but we'll see how Sandin does tonight. Dermott, I know Sandin and Dermott were roasted against the Habs later in the series in the first round. It was Game 6 and 7, they were both roasted badly. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, Jack Campbell in that, so we'll see how that goes for them. He was solid last year. He's going to get an opportunity. You have Peter Mrazek. Campbell tonight, Mrazek tomorrow against the against the Senators, so I know the Senators always love to beat the Leafs and the Habs. Those are the two teams the Senators always love to be pesty against, because they were pretty good. And then you look at the Oilers with the Senators, and they went 0 for 9. Like, oh, they didn't care about them. They just want to beat the Habs and the Leafs, right? And also, Sam Mountain Bowl will be in tomorrow for the Sabres, most likely. I don't know if it is or not, but it probably will be. I'm not sure. I'll check here, but that's what we have tonight. My prediction of the game will be 4-3 overtime. Leafs win. I don't want to say that, but I'm hoping the Habs win. But the first goal tonight will be from Josh Anderson, assisted from Druin and Dvorak. That second line would start buzzing at first, but that's my thought. And then Nylander's going to score right after that. But yeah, that's what I think. But let me see about the starting goalies. What we have tonight. Of course, tonight we also have other teams playing tonight. Of course, Habs, Leafs, Rangers, and Capitals. Blackhawks and Avalanche. Canucks and Oilers, Jets, and Ducks tonight. We'll see how that goes. Sam Mountain Bowl, I don't know about if he's going to be in or not. Craig Anderson for the Sabres, potentially, but we'll see how that goes. Mrazek is in for the Leafs tomorrow. Matt Murray's is unconfirmed, but most likely would play in the home opener. So we'll see how that goes. Yes, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so thanks for watching. 4-3 overtime. Leafs win, in my opinion. Hopefully the Habs do, but Josh Anderson scores the first goal for the Habs. And we'll see how things go, alright? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next video. Bye.